Welcome to the athlete's secret weapon. Before we get into this, understand something most athletes miss. Your performance isn't just physical, and it's not just mental, it's all connected. The way you think, the way your body responds, the way you handle pressure, your breathing, your awareness, it all works together. When that connection is off, you feel it, but when it's aligned, everything slows down. Everything feels clear, and you start playing at a different level. That's what we're training here. Not just your mind, but your mind, your body, and your connection to something bigger than the moment in front of you.
Hook. Fourth quarter. 2 minutes left. You miss a simple play. The replay is already looping in your head. Your chest tightens. Your hands suddenly don't trust themselves. The bench leans in, eyes searching, and your teammates are waiting to see if you unravel or if you come back. That tightening feeling? If you've been there, this episode is for you.
Section 1. Call out the problem. Let's make this honest. Maya, as a captain, what does that chain reaction look like from the inside of the team?
You can feel it before anyone says a word. One bad pass, a clumsy turnover, and suddenly players speed up or freeze. The rhythm disappears. Some teammates start overcoaching. Others get quiet. What used to be a practiced movement becomes a guessing game. Everyone's thinking more and moving less. It becomes contagious. That's the part athletes rarely admit. It's less about skill and more about the team's nervous system getting hijacked. Dr. Mills, why do mistakes cascade like that?
When the brain detects threat, like a mistake that could cost the game, it shifts from focused, predictive control to a defensive state. Heart rate rises, breathing gets shallow, and motor control narrows. In that moment, athletes often tell themselves, "Don't mess up again," which actually increases threat salience. The body tightens, perception narrows, and performance suffers. Standard pep talks or telling someone to calm down often miss how fast the physiology has changed. You need a fast, embodied interrupt.
Break the lie. It's not just grit. It's not just confidence. The missing link is a real-time mind-body reset that's social, something teammates can do together faster than any solo routine. Which brings us to the secret weapon.
Section 2. Teach the secret weapon. Maya, introduce us to the teammate tap. What is it exactly?
The teammate tap is a 3-part shared anchor, a 1-second touch on the shoulder or glove, a synchronized reset breath, and a 2-word cue, something simple like reset, play. All 3 happen in 1 second. The touch signals social safety, the breath downregulates the nervous system, and the cue reorients attention back to the process. Practiced together, it interrupts the spiral and brings the team back to practiced motor patterns.
Neuroscience supports this. Social touch releases oxytocin and lowers amygdala reactivity. Synchronized breathing shifts the autonomic balance toward parasympathetic activity. The verbal cue closes the loop. It links the physical reset to a cognitive intention. Together, they change physiology and focus faster than isolated self-talk.
Okay, give us the exact microscript. How does a tap actually happen in real time? Walk us through the timing.
Step 1. Make eye contact quickly, a fraction of a second. Step 2. The teammate nearest you gives a 1-second tap to the shoulder or glove. Step 3. Both of you inhale slowly through the nose together. 1, 2, and exhale on the cue. Step 4. The tapper says the 2-word cue on the exhale. Reset, play. The whole thing is 1 second of touch, 1 slow breath, then the cue. Immediate, practiced, non-evaluative.
And for teammates who aren't comfortable with touch, we have low contact options, a glove tap, a bump of forearms, or a visual nod plus breath. Consent is key. Every team agrees on the method. The core principle is the synchronized shared anchor, not the specific physical gesture.
Also important, timing rules. Only use the tap between plays or during short natural breaks. Don't interrupt live plays. And make it quick. Overuse or poor timing turns it into a distraction.
When used correctly, it's invisible to opponents and powerful for your team's internal system.
Section 2. Practice progression and examples. Let's make this trainable. Dr. Mills, lay out a 4-step progression teams can use this week.
Step 1. Walk through rehearsal. In practice, pair up and perform the tap slowly while naming the cue. Do 10 reps each side. Step 2. Controlled scrimmage. Integrate the tap between drills, keeping breath timing consistent. Step 3. Pressure layered reps. Add a scoreboard or coach feedback to simulate threat while rehearsing the tap. Step 4. Live game rehearsal. Agree as a team to use the tap during low-stakes moments early in a game so it feels natural when you need it most.
Real game story. Last season we trailed by 6. One bad turnover spiraled us. We used a tap in the timeout. One teammate tapped, we synced one breath, said, reset, play. The next 3 possessions felt like practice. Cleaner spacing, fewer rushed passes, and a momentum swing. It wasn't magic. It was trained, fast, and social.
Section 3. Paint the future. Imagine your team after 3 weeks of consistent practice. Calmer on the bench, micro resets happening automatically, coaches trusting rotations, and opponents unable to force panic. That identity shift turns you from someone who might implode to someone teammates choose in crunch time.
Contrast that with doing nothing. The same cycles repeat, blame grows, and small mistakes compound into lost games. The tap is a simple culture tool that, when used consistently, rewires how your team responds to threat.
Ownership. This doesn't happen by accident. Nobody can do it for you. Teams that own it rehearse deliberately, normalize consent, and hold each other accountable. Start this week. Take 5 minutes at the end of practice, teach the tap, run 10 reps, and commit to one low-stakes game moment to use it. CTA. Try the tap. Record a short clip or story of your team practicing the cue. Post it on social with the tag @AthleteSecretWeapon and #TeammateTap. Tell us what changed in practice or a game. We'll feature a few teams in upcoming episodes. Let's get to work.
If this podcast hit for you, don't just listen and move on. Own it. Because this isn't just about what you know. It's about how you show up. Your mind, your body, your habits, your awareness. It's all connected, and it's all your responsibility. When you start taking ownership of that connection, that's when things change. That's when you are free to play your best. That's when you become the elite athlete you are. Have fun, play hard, and we'll see you next time. Let's get to work.